We have tier elements with a nice little twist for you guys today. Ho ho ho, and welcome back to the segment that you guys love best. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on, well, the 12-day series here. We have made it to day 11, ladies and gentlemen. And what I ask for you guys today, yesterday's winner, of course, will be down below so that you can claim your Holly Jolly prize. Now, what are we giving out today? We're going to be giving out one of my future deck boxes here. They're not in yet, but they will be arriving later on in September. So if you guys want a chance to enter in to claim that awesome little gem prize, all you guys got to do, same thing as per usual, just tell me how your summer fun's doing down below. Make sure you like the video as per usual, and buckle up for more interesting stuff because, well, rumor has it that the prize for day 12 is really, really cool. Let's pass it on over to Danger Tier Elements. All right, now during the last month's Zodiac tournament, we got the chance to see some really interesting little things that some players are trying out for Tier Elements. And one of the things that caught my eye was an inclusion of a Danger package within the Tier Elements deck, basically to filter through the deck, gain these draw effects, and kind of catch a lot of players really off guard for the things you could do. Now, we did show like a punk variant on this channel as well, where a lot of players were like, oh, Chaos Rule, mill 5, climb up and proceed to do these other lines of play. I know a lot of players are like, oh, that's really, really cool, but when you look at the Danger package here, you get replacement draw effects and additional bodies here to also get to Minerva down here for a free detach. Now, this might not be the way that you want to take this deck, but to be honest with you, I do think that this deck has a lot, or honestly a very high ceiling around it because of the Danger package here. So this deck did only lose to the better version of itself. Thank you, Ishizu's cards. You don't love to see it, actually. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, 2 copies of DD Crow because you really need to out those more troublesome cards. We have 2 copies of Danger Chupacabra. We have triple copies of Mothman, draw power, extending options, go. We have triple copies of Danger Nessie. Of course, this is still going to be the best darn thing for this deck. So that's your Danger package. It's wrapped up into 8 nice cards here. Then we have triple Ghost Bells to punish the opponent for any of the stupid Graveyard Reliant effects they want to set up. We have 1 copy of the Shadal Beast for the draw power. 2 copies of Squamata for the dumping. Then we get in to our friends. So we have triple copies of Hoffins. This is the monster effect, quick effect, special summon it, and then mill 3. Play the game during the opponent's turn, and then all of them have the standard quick effect when milled by a card effect or something. Trigger it. Myru here on normal or special summon, send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard, and then standard fusion clause. Then we have triple Reno Heart here, normal or special, send it to your elements, which will trigger your fusion mechanic. And then, of course, we have triple copies of Shaylin here, just during the main phase, special summon it, and then send 1 from hand to graveyard, and then mill top 3. So, once again, I mean, all of them facilitate the engine. Everything should be like a trigger point for this deck for you to be able to set up. We also have 1 Call by the Grave for those nasty hand traps. We have triple copies of the Ruined Realm here, because being able to just get a free search for tier elements and then proceed to play the game. I think the best effect is the pop clause on here, because I know a lot of people kind of forget that that exists on this card, but that will really mess up your opponent, alright? We have 1 Terraforming for field spell search ability, triple Imperm to punish the opponent, and then we have 1 Meta Noise here. If you control a tier element or a face-up monster, or vices, you can target 1 face monster opponent controls, flip it to face down, and then send a tier element's monster from your deck to the graveyard. And then if this stupid card is sent to the graveyard, you can target a tier element's card in your graveyard and add it back to your hand. That's a monster. This card is so good. Salic here, if you control a tier elements or vices, target an effect monster, negate its effects, and send 1 monster you control to the graveyard. And if it's sent to the graveyard by card effect, Rhoda. Sure, man. Why not? Like, both of these cards are nuts, honestly, for this deck. Now, the extra deck down here, we have 1 to Hark to revive from the opponent's graveyard, because punishing the opponent for their option choices is really good. We have 1 totally awesome. Oh, man. You know, the decision trees that this deck has going forward here is going to annoy a lot of people, honestly, but the fact that you have, I mean, hi, water. I love water options. This is just something that you can sub-make as long as you see, like, 2 level 4 water monsters. Obviously, it's all going to revolve around Reno Heart here, but you have enough extra deck space to dedicate to this that if you see double Reno Heart, you're effectively good to go. Then we have 1x Thief Redoer. This is also one of the best subcards in this deck because honestly, getting the triggers off of this during the opponent's turn, moving it, Time Thief Redoer, I've just seen so many combos that revolve around this card's interaction points that it just honestly messes players up. We have one good old Baguska here because generalized floodgates are good. Even in a format where, you know, Splight is going to end up just being one of the craziest powerhouses here, you're already seeing that players have taken initiatives and steps here to kind of slow down the overall pacing of the game through things like Baguska. And once again, I mean, a lot of decks do struggle to kind of play through Baguska, so you do have to kind of weigh your option trees and be like, well, do I want to do Baguska? Is there something better here to set up? I guess the decision's really yours. Minerva. Now, like I said, the thing that makes this particular build interesting is the fact that you do get access to Minerva. And in the previous build here where you see Chaos Ruler, you know, we don't have the Ishizu stuff just yet. So you're going to have to facilitate and find other options, I guess, to kind of break the deck wide open, as we would say here. And additional milling options will always be good. And, I mean, just honestly, having one of the best option trees for you here is good. I do see that we're not playing Zeus in this particular deck. You can opt to play Zeus if you really want to. It really comes down to you. But, I mean, once you're, like, establishing fields and going through things, you're not going to be getting those, like, free chicken tendies that I would say that you normally would have. We have one Abyssal. Honestly, this card, if you can get it to stick on the field, will punish the opponent. Also, if you have the water, you get the additional 500. We also have 2 Kitagalos here. This is the best card for the engine. Additional mill power and go. We have 1 Kaleido Heart, big boss monster. 2 Dracos to play. Do not underestimate how often you will make this card. This card is pure insanity in this deck. We have 1 Mud, and then we have 2 Windas here. Remember, generic floodgates are good. That's why this deck actually has the opportunity to do well. We have triple Ghost Reaper because hitting the option trees for the mirror match will feel really good. If you run into Splight, you can obviously play Gigantic Splight if you need. We have triple copies of Neko Main King. Depending on, you know, for the Ishizu deck, further on down the road, you can sub this out for something better. 3 balls because ripping apart the opponent's fields is great. Triple Lightning Storm. Then we have triple copies of Evenly Matched here, wrapping up the pile of dangerous Ishizu. So, you know, what do you guys think of today's little adventure? Do you guys want to give this a shot? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button, and I will see your beautiful faces back here Saturday for day 12. You guys have a good rest of your day, all right? Patrons, thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.